In this video, let's take a look at lofting between surfaces. All the other lofts we've created have been between 2D or 3D sketches using profiles and guide curves. But now let's take a look at lofting between edges of surfaces. We're going to create a lofted surface between these two edges. Before, when we were creating lofts, our start and end constraints were limited to none, direction vector, and normal to profile. But now we have tangency and curvature options. Curvature to face creates a tangency and an influence between the curvature of your new surface and the surface you're using to guide it. In this case, curvature is going to fail if we use it for both edges, because it controls influence of that surface. You can see there's some wrinkles applied in the preview. For our end constraint, we're going to select tangency, and you can see now our surface fails. If we go back to our start constraint, we're going to use tangency to face in this case. We can control the influence of that by dragging these handles or manually altering the number on our screen. So you can see we've created a nice smooth blend between the two surfaces. If instead we wanted to go back and influence this with guide curves, we could do that as well. We have our right plane and our front plane. We have plane 1, we have plane 2, we have plane 3 that's off axis. Let's go ahead and select plane 1 and sketch on this plane. In order to get a better idea of the curvature we're dealing with, let's use an intersection curve between both of these surfaces. And let's select those and turn them into construction geometry. So now we're going to create a spline that goes from this end with a midpoint to this end. We can apply a tangency or an equal curvature relation here between both ends. And then we can modify how the geometry is created. So now let's go ahead and create a lofted surface between each of these ends, and let's use our guide curve. So you can see because our guide curve had tangency, we can also use our start and end constraints to apply tangency globally throughout the surface. So you can see again we've created a nice smooth surface using our guide curve to get a different result.